Hello. Me and Chris are out here. We're going to do a camp out. But we're going to do something that we don't normally do. We're going to actually camp out in tents. I've got the Light Take tent that I reviewed earlier this year. I'm going to use a catalytic tent heater in the tent for the night. It's going to be minus 16 tonight, and it's something different. I feel that using different, shelters and different ways of camping gives you a lot more broad experience, out here in the bush. Trying a little bit of everything. So tonight we're glamping. Should be fun, eh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get everything set up here, and I'll give you a quick rundown.
We're getting all hoity-toity in the woods.
Yeah. The tent's all up there now, and I've got this 6x8 tarp underneath of it just to keep snow off the bottom and just adds more waterproof. I'm not sure about this material, but using a ground sheet, which most people do with tents, this will be fine. And what I've done is the ends here for my poles, I usually roll this over and stick my pole through it and then fasten it to the bottom peg hole, because that way there it will keep your tarp underneath your tent. So now I just got to throw my gear in it and I'll be all set. I've got my bedroll and my sleep mat down in the tent. My gear's down on one side, and this tent here I got to sleep in a diagonal because it's a smaller footprint. Now this here is the tent heater I'm going to use. Make sure you have a proper tent heater. This one here is a 3000 BTU, so it will take the chill off. And I've used it before with success. So me and Chris, we've done this probably about 3 years ago. We used these in tents, summer tents, and they did take the chill off. So we thought, hey, why not? We have them, we might as well use them and enjoy this night for sure. So we're all set up there now, and I'll give you a quick peek around, and just so you can get some ideas on how to set up one if you want to try it. So that's the setup we have right now. He's getting his tent situated, and there's mine. So since I'm actually glamping, I brought out the Thorfire lantern to light up my tent tonight. Plus, I have the running snail radio that is solar, hand crank, and so on, that I'll be listening to as well. And I brought out the ThruNite battery bank that I can use if my cell phone starts to go dead and such. I can use that to charge it. So I got a few pieces of gear since I'm glamping and just to try it out and use it while I'm out here. So all kinds of ways to get out into the bush and enjoy it. So tonight I'm using some lights and battery bank, some radio. I've got a tent heater. It's going to be a good night. It's going to get down to around 0 Fahrenheit, minus 17 Celsius with a minus 26 wind chill. Now, the thermometer I'm using is in Fahrenheit, but 0 degrees Fahrenheit is 17 or minus 17 to minus 18 Celsius. That is what 0 Fahrenheit is. So I'm going to keep an eye on the thermometer and see what it gets to down here. But it's getting chilly right now with that wind. So right now it shows about 25 Fahrenheit, maybe a little less. Now, I was just asked what the Weather Network says, and the Weather Network says that it's minus 8 Celsius, feels like minus 15. I think that's why it feels a little bit chilly out here. It's that wind chill, but it's still dropping. That is why it's so cold out here tonight. It's a full moon, not a cloud in the sky. Stars are gorgeous. My camera will not pick those up. But usually when it's a clear sky, that there is when you'll get your coldest nights. So it's just slightly above 20 degrees. And you can see everything's icing up. It's cold out here. It's 9:30 and time for me to go crawl in the tent. Chris, he's already in his tent over there, getting it all set up. Very windy night. Branches are breaking, snapping. Good times. So this is the setup I have right now inside here. I've got the tent heater on low. You can see I'm laying here. This tent inside is silver. I'm hoping that will actually heat it up in here pretty well. It only has some small vents up there for airflow. So I'm thinking this here will work pretty well. Got my Thor fire, a lantern, and the running snail radio. Now I've just got in here and turned that on, and it's almost 40 right now. Now, like I mentioned before, it's supposed to be minus 17 Celsius, which is around 0 Fahrenheit by morning. I won't see temperatures that low because of the tent heater. Now, I made sure there's nothing around the tent heater. I've got good space in behind and above it, so I don't have to worry about it, melting anything. But you gotta take real care whenever you use tent heaters or anything like that inside of a tent. Got a little bit of snow on the floor over there. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Just woke up, it's 12:45, and decided to check the temperature. And the temperature right now is 60 Fahrenheit. That's pretty sweet. It's toasty in here. It's cold outside. It's a little damp inside, like if you touch the side or whatever, there is condensation from the heat in here and the cold out there. I have frost down in one corner, but it's toasty in here.
I'm a lot more comfortable here with that heater than if I didn't have it. It would be one chilly night. I have the sleep system, but still, even with the sleep system, I'd be warm, but I'm out here now and it's very comfortable. So I'm going to go back to sleep. Just want to give you an update. So the thermometer outside does not go any lower than 20 Fahrenheit. I've left it out there probably an hour or so, and it just is not going any lower. It's actually minus 16 right now with a wind chill of minus 22. So that's according to the area and the weather network. So I'm assuming that that thermometer is not correct. It doesn't drop any lower, but it's chilly out there and I stayed warm. That's what matters. Now, winter camping, if done right and with a few skills and know-how, it's safe. But those temperatures with the high winds we had cracking all night, you know, you're hearing big snaps and cracks from the cold and the wind. In those conditions are deadly if not done properly. So if you're ever going to winter camp, there's always a few things that you should know and do to be safe out here. Now I'm going to chill out here for a little bit and pack up. Then I'll be back to say goodbye. So I want to say goodbye, and we're getting packed up. We're pretty well done there now. How'd you sleep anyway?
I slept good.
Was it cold at all?
No. Actually, the winter sleep set, military sleep set, it's pretty good.
Yeah. His bottle ran out. Mine at 5:45. His ran out at 6 o'clock. And he just slept in his military sleep set. He didn't bother changing it. I changed mine. But they work really well. And with the reflective qualities, the silver inside of this, not sure how reflective they are, but I don't know. It kept me warm.
Yeah.
And I had condensation and frost inside mine. But
I figured at 6 o'clock we'd be getting up in a couple hours or so anyway, so I didn't bother.
Yeah. So we had a good time, and Friday the 13th camp out.
And nobody got knifed by a guy in a hockey mask, and this is Canada.
Yeah, it's I'm not superstitious, but still, Friday 13th, oh geez, I hope nothing goes wrong, kind of deal, So have a good one. Thanks for watching, and thanks for joining us.
Bye.